everybody, welcome to Unit 11, Video 5, Similar Triangle Word Problems. Okay, so like with any word problems, what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to read the whole thing. But since these ones are asking for similar triangles, you're definitely going to want to draw at both triangles before you set up your proportion. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. It says, the sides of a triangle have length 6, 10, and 12 centimeters. If the longest side of a similar triangle is 8 centimeters, find the shortest side. All right, so I'm just going to draw a triangle here. So I'm going to draw something like this, okay? So it said it was 6, 10, and 12 centimeters. Then it said the longest side of a similar triangle. So I'm going to draw another triangle right here. The longest side of a similar triangle is 18. Well, since the longest side of my original triangle is on the bottom, I'm going to put 18 on the bottom. And then it said, since I'm finding the shortest side right here, find the shortest side. And on my first triangle, the shortest side is 6 over here on the left. I'm going to put X over here on the left because now they're both in the same position. All right, so we need to find this length. So I'm going to set up my ratio, and I'm going to say X over 6 is equal to 18 over 12. Okay, so you can, you have a choice. You could reduce 18 over 12 and then cross multiply, or you can just go straight into cross multiplying. I'm going to go straight into cross multiply. So when I cross multiply here, I'm going to say X times 12. So that's going to give me 12X. And then I'm going to go X 6 times 18. So 6 times 18 is going to give me 108. I'm going to divide each side by 12 to get X by itself. So then over here, I'm going to get X equals 9. So we want to write a sentence. The shortest side is 9 centimeters. You can say the shortest side of the second triangle is 9 centimeters, or since they just asked for this, 9 centimeters. All right, so again, you want to draw a picture every time. So number 2, Lee is 5 feet tall and casts a shadow 2 feet long. At the same time, a tree casts a shadow 26 feet long. How tall is the tree? Okay, so I'm going to draw Lee, who I know is 5 feet tall. So I'm going to draw Lee is right here, the little guy. And so I know he is 5 feet tall. And I'm going to make a little right triangle. And he casts a shadow that's 2 feet long. So I can probably erase some of this. So 2 feet long. So here's 2. And then, so I'm going to connect the dots to make my triangle. Then it says, at the same time, a tree casts a shadow 26 feet long. How long is the tree? So over here, I'm going to draw like a tree. So here's my tree. And it casts a shadow 26 feet long. Okay, so it's saying how tall is the tree? So the height of the tree would be over here. So I'm going to make that X. And again, I'm going to connect it so I can see my similar triangles. So again, I'm going to set up my proportion. So I'm going to say X over 5. So I've got the height over the height is equal to, so since I did X over 5, I'm going to do 26 over 2 because it's the shadow over the shadow. And again, you could go ahead and reduce if you wanted to. You reduce 26 over 2, or you can go straight into cross multiplying. I'm going to go straight into cross multiplying. So here I'm going to get 2x equals 130. I'm going to divide each side by 2. And then I'm going to get x equals 65. Oops, x equals 65. All right, so we can say the tree is, and this was in feet, is 65 feet tall. Okay, let's go ahead and try this next one. A sign 4 meters high casts a shadow 3 meters long. At the same time, a building casts a shadow 27 meters long. How tall is the building? All right, so a sign 4 meters high. So I'm going to draw, here's like a sign, Okay, here's the sign. And it said the sign 4 meters high. So here's 4 meters high. Cast a shadow. So here's my sign. Here's my shadow. 3 meters long. Okay. And again, you can connect them if you want to make a triangle. So at the same time, a building. So I'm going to draw like a little building over here. So here's a building. It's got some windows. Okay, there's my building. Cast a shadow 27 meters long. How tall is the building? Okay, so here's my building. Casting a shadow. So I know I want to look for the height. So again, I'm going to put the X over here. And the shadow is 27 meters long. And if you want to connect them, you can. So then, again, we're going to set up our proportion. So I'm going to say height over height. So height of the building, or the height of the sign, is equal to the length of the shadow over the length of the sign. Okay, and again, if you want to, you can cross multiply, or you can reduce first. Let's do this one. Let's go ahead and reduce first. So this is X over 4. 27 divided by 3 is the same as 9 times 1. And now that I've simplified, now I'm going to cross reduce. Remember, you can either simplify and then cross multiply, or you can cross multiply and then simplify. So this one, I'm going to get X equals 36. So again, we want to write it as a sentence. The building is 36 meters tall. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at number 4. An isosceles triangle has two sides of length 28 centimeters and a base of 35 centimeters. The base of a similar triangle is 15 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the smallest triangle. Okay, so we got to do a couple things here. We got to find the sides, and then remember, they want us to find the perimeter. Okay, so first I'm going to draw the first triangle they give us. So isosceles, remember, two sides are the same. So it has a length of 28, so that means if this side is 28, then this side is 28, and a base of 35. Okay, so isosceles, these two sides are the same. And then I'm going to draw my similar triangle, so another isosceles triangle. In this one, the base of a similar triangle is 15, so this is 15. So that means that this side would be X, and this side would also be X, okay? So now, it tells us we need to eventually find the perimeter. But before I can find the perimeter, I need to find the side length, or the X value here, of the isosceles. So I'm going to say X over 28, so side over side, is equal to 15 over 35. So 15 over 35. All right, and again, if you want to simplify, go ahead and simplify. I'm just going to go straight into cross multiplying. So I'm going to get over here 35x equals 28 times 15, which is going to give me 420. Then I'm going to divide each side by 35. Divide by 35. So when I simplify, I get x equals 12. So that means each side here, this side is 12 and this side is 12. Okay, so now we have to answer the question. It says, find the perimeter of the smaller triangle. So the perimeter means I need to add up all the sides. So I have 12 plus 12 plus 15. So if I add 12 plus 12 plus 15, I'm going to get 39. So you can say the perimeter of the smaller, sorry for my handwriting, triangle is 39 centimeters. All right, so why don't you pause the video and see if you can do the ones on the next page. Okay, so let's see how you did. So with number 5, so what I did is I didn't do the drawing, I just did the work. And if you want to, or I set up the proportion and solved. So if you want to see all the work with the drawing, go to the topics page and look at the answer key. Okay, so we have Jessica and her father casting the shadow. All right, so we have x over 150 is equal to 240 over 200. So when you can, again, if you wanted to, you could simplify and then do your cross multiplication. When you do that, when you cross multiply and you solve for x, you're going to get 180. So her father is 180 centimeters tall. All right, for the next one, you didn't. Okay, so for the next one, number 6, you might want to separate these out. So you have the boy who's, again, you might want to draw those out. And so they would look like this. The person's 1.8, the shadow's 3, the light is x, the height is x, and the shadow is 10. So here's what the proportion would look like. So when you go ahead and cross multiply, you get the light is 6 meters tall. This last one, it also had a drawing already for us. So we just had to mark the matching sides because they're similar. So we know that PQ and AP are parallel. So then they're cut by this transversal. So that makes PC and AC similar. All right, so here's the proportion. X over 21 equals 25 over 15. Again, you can reduce those if you want and then cross multiply. So when you do cross multiply, your answer is going to turn out to segment AB is 35 meters. And remember, since AB was here, that's where I had to put X. All right, so again, if you want to look at how I did all the work, go ahead and go to the topics page and look at the answer key. All right, thanks for watching.